everyone, welcome to my channel and welcome back to my subscribers. As always, thank you so much for your support. So today we're going to do a very simple project. It is a quick little mini folio, and let's take you on a quick tour of this. So it opens up this way, and we have a notepad, and we have pockets that are filled with a bunch of goodies. Okay, let's get started. To begin, I have a digital that I've done a little pre-work to. So let me give you the measurements. It is 10.5 by 8 inches, and I have taken this end and I folded it to 5.5. Then I creased it, and then I took the other end and then just brought this end to the end here. Okay, so it's an even fold. And then the next thing I did was I marked 2 1/4 on this side, turned it over, put another pencil mark at 2 1/4. And this way, when I fold it down, I am aiming for that little dot in the fold there, and I'm aiming for this little dot here where I'm going to put that crease. So that is the start of the project. So now I have these different sections. So this section over here, let me just distress it so you could see it a little bit better. And let me distress this section right here. Okay, so this is what you are going to cut. You are going to cut right on those folds, here, right on the folds. You're going to cut this section out, and you're going to cut this section out, and you will leave the center alone. Okay, so let me take care of those cuts. I'm going to do a little bit more distressing, and then I'll be right back. Okay. Okay, so I've got things cut out and I've got things all distressed on this side, and I have things distressed on this side. So now what we need to do is I'm going to do some notching out on these pockets, because that's what we're going to use these cutouts for. We're going to make some pockets. And once you've done your cutout, then you need to just replace the distressed ink. And if you want to know what ink I am using, this is the Vintage Photo. Okay, so these were the cutouts that were up here. Okay, so we're going to glue these. We're going to glue these down, and we're going to glue on 3 sides. On this side, when you glue it down, bring it to the start of the fold, not on top of the fold, so that this can open and close nicely. Okay, and if you find that when you do that, if you get a little bit of a lip, I'm just exaggerating it right now, then you will take your scissor and you will use the bigger card as a guide to snip off the excess. Okay, so I'm going to glue this side down. I'm going to glue 1, 2, 3 sides here and get that glued down, and I will be right back. Okay? Okay, so I do see a little bit of a lip on this side, so I am just going to take my scissor and I will use the bigger card as a guide, and I will just trim off that little bit of excess. Okay, and I just want to make sure that my pocket is still secure, so I need to put a little bit of glue there, because I probably cut just a little bit of that off on the end there. Okay, so now that we have our pockets, these corners here, I am going to use my corner rounder, and I'm going to use this one. And let me get these snipped off, and then I'll be right back. When you snip off your edges, remember you have to replace the distressed ink, and you'll be replacing it on both sides. Okay, so let me do that and I'll be right back. Okay, so the next thing that we want to do is we need to get our notepad in there. So let me give you the measurements for the notepad. This notepad is 3 3/4 inches by 5 1/2. Okay, and what I'm going to do is push this aside very quickly. I'm going to make sure that my pages are even, and I am going to glue the edges of the pages together, just along the top edge a little bit. So just going to run a quick bead of glue across. And I think I might have skipped a page, so let me just double check that. I did. Okay, so this was 4 pages. Okay, I have a strip of some leftover scrap paper that I want to glue down onto this. And let's see, I think this may be about, it's a little hair short of 1 inch, but I want to glue that along here. Okay, so let me glue that. And I've already done some distressing to that little strip of paper on the bottom and on the sides. Okay, so I'm going to use my notepad to as a guide for where to cut the excess off. Okay, and then I need to replace the part that I cut off that had the distressed ink. Okay, so what I'm going to do is just glue this in. I'm going to glue it on the back side. Okay. And I'll try to get the center as best as I can, left and right. And that is good enough for me. So next, I want to make a little closure here. I took a 1-inch hole punch and I cut out 3 circles. I used a glue stick to glue them on top of each other. I distressed them, and then I punched out a hole in the center. So I have this is a smaller hole punch. This isn't your standard hole punch. This is about 1/8 of an inch, this hole puncher. And then I have another hole punch. This one is 3/4 of an inch, and I distressed it, poked a hole in it, and I'm going to glue these two on top of each other. Okay, and then I have my little brad here, and this would go through here. Okay, so what I want to do is try to find the center of this. This is about 4 inches based on how we folded the paper. So 2 inches, that would take me to the center. I'm just going to use my pencil here to mark things so that I can rest this, poke a hole and rest this in here. So I am going to place a pencil dot right about here. And then that smaller hole punch that I showed you earlier, I'm going to use that to poke that hole through. Okay, and we'll get this in here. Turn this over, oops. Turn this over and open that up. Then I have another 1-inch circle that I distressed, and we will glue this over here so that it hides our little friend there. Okay. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get some cards in here. I'm going to get some labels on here, and then we will we'll do a string closure for this, okay? And I'll be right back. Okay, so we've got our pockets loaded up. We've got some labels on here, and I've got some labels on the other side, and I have a label at the top, and now we need to do our string closure. So I have some, this is a brown string, a very dark brown string, and it's wax coated, and let me unravel it a little bit. And what I want to do is I want to get this behind here. Okay, and then let me just unravel it a little bit more. Okay, I want to close it like this. Circle that around. And then come back around. Okay. And then I'm going to give this a cut. Okay. And that is our project for today. Thanks for watching. Okay, everyone, if you like this video, please share, please hit the like button, and please subscribe. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.